from model 2 and 1 second, I'll just record it. Yeah, fine, it's recording, not a problem. Okay, now yeah, there'll be 2 questions right from model 2. I'll tell what are the questions. Okay, first important thing would be something related to pre-processing. Data pre-processing, there is a lot of steps. Okay, they're close to around 7-8 steps. Remember, that question will be there. Data pre-processing, and another one is with regard to sampling. Okay, what is sampling? Why you need sampling? What are the types of sampling? That question will be there for sure. Okay, then you move into third model. Third model is the most the model which we are trying to do now. Okay, we are left with only one part of it, which is a theory part of it. That's at the last, which is called evaluation of patterns, association patterns and all. We're going to talk about how patterns are generated, how effective are those things. That's the last part of it. Okay, so what in third model, what are the things that you're going to look for? Third model is very important because third model we have come across. I have made it in a point for you to write 2 FP growth algorithms. Okay, so what is the thing with regard to here? The data will be given in form of the transaction data, everything. Okay, the table will be given. You need to figure out frequent pattern rules. Okay, it's a 10-mark question. There are 2 questions you got to it. Okay, we have seen at least 3 examples related to it. Okay, so this sort of question is given. So it's a mathematical question. Okay, FP growth algorithm, using FP growth algorithm, the data will be given. This will be your input. You need to figure out FP rules at the last step. Okay, we have all the tree data structure diagrams, all those things will be coming in. So make sure that you people are knowing that. Okay, then of course there is one more algorithm which is very important, Apriori algorithm. Now with related to Apriori algorithm, I have made it in a 2 parts. What is 2 parts? One is just about writing algorithm. Okay, writing Apriori algorithm. What are the limitations of Apriori algorithm? How do you overcome? What is the limitations of Apriori algorithm? That you need to scan the database many multiple number of times, and you need to keep on generating candidate set every time. How do you overcome? You overcome using your FP growth algorithm, where it will be doing only once. Okay, those things will be there in your a priori algorithm. Just writing an algorithm and all, that is very easy. Okay, the second thing obviously is again we have gone for a table, transaction based table, and you are supposed to get what? A priori algorithm will be giving you what is known as yeah, I think it's see, a priori algorithm will be giving you what? Frequent items. Okay, frequent item sets that you are using the a priori algorithm. So base will be based on transaction based data. You are going to do that. So, okay. So there are 2-3 mathematical problems that you can see in this test that is going to happen right from Monday. Okay, not this Monday, the next Monday, 28th Monday. So we are talking about it prior, at least 10 days prior to it. Okay. So because getting to know this one. Okay. And then these are the main parts. And of course, there are other theory questions also in Model 3 that you are supposed to look into it. When I say theory question, predominantly lots of definitions. Okay, there's lot of definitions right at the first part of it when we studied. Okay, starting from what is an item set, what is support, and Model 3. Okay, except this, there is one more question that is supposed to be done and supposed to be sort of understood, and also you are going to learn also. What is that? It comes in Model 4. And what is Model 4? Model 4, okay, is all about figuring out or understanding the thing related to classification. Okay, very important model 4 and model 5. It is direct, predecessor for your syllabus machine learning that you're going to study in 7th sem. Okay. In module 4, there's one question that you're going to get related to classification. What is classification? Example of this. Okay, it was a very, in terms of understanding things, it's a very large. Okay, hopefully you're back. Okay, so there will be a lot of disturbances in here and there because we are stepping into the monsoon season, right? We are right into the monsoon season, and of course, with India, there's always a good probability that we will not get some very good net connections. Okay, can't help it. Okay, uh, today is a very important day, as you must be knowing. We'll be having a one second. Where's the screen? Yeah. So today very important day, as you know, we will be having our first World Cup, with regard to test matches. Okay, I don't know how many of you are excited to hit it. I'm very excited to hit it. Okay. Uh, if the seminar was not there, probably would be doing it. Anyway, we'll be watching it. Please the score. The cricket, India versus New Zealand. And the thing is, in England, you have summer during these times. June and all, we'll have the thing called summers happening in England. Okay, we'll be having monsoon, they'll be having the summer. Okay. Okay, hopefully you're back again. So again, it will be a problem today. Can't help it. Okay, if possible, I'll just try to wind up as soon as possible. Okay, because I see there's a lot of fluctuations in the power supply here. Anyway, see, what are the things that we are talking about? Okay, see, we are talking about the difference between the last part of this is with regard to difference between FP growth algorithm and Apriori algorithm. Now, all these differences, whatever you see, this can be written even as an advantage and disadvantage part also. What is the thing that you can write? See, with regard to speed, FP growth is faster. Why it is faster? Because you are scanning. Apriori is slower because there is multiple amount of scanning of database that happens there. Runtime increase in number of item sets. As the amount of time to sort of run that will also increase linearly, like in a form proportionally, directly proportional. Here, the runtime increases exponentially. Be careful with the words. Okay, exponentially with the increase in number of item sets. With regard to Apriori, then the memory aspect of it. It is small, storing the compact version of a database because you're doing only one time scan, and also you're not taking the entire candidate item sets every time. No, you're only scanning what is for frequent item sets. Okay, here it is large because all the candidates from the self joining are stored in the memory. So you got to know, see how you can write this. You can write this as form of a differences. Good. You can even write all these things in form of advantages and disadvantages also. So that is, this is common sense. Okay, there is no explicit slide for doing that. Based on that, you should be able to do all the things. And it is one of a question that may come with regard to what is the advantages, disadvantages and all with regard to Apriori. So for that, you have to be good enough to write it. They may not ask you what is the advantages when it comes to, what is the advantages, disadvantages when it comes to FP growth. If they ask also, you should be able to write it. Okay, then candidates. Do you generate candidate generation in FP growth? No. But using Apriori, we do it. Okay, using self-joining candidate generation. Okay, what is the next thing? The frequent patterns. Pattern growth achieved by mining conditional FP trees. That is something that you got to know. FP growth, we do trees. Okay, we do write trees. We based on that we try to do it. Okay, but when it comes to Apriori, patterns are selected from the candidates who support higher is minimum trees and all there. Whichever is having minimum support, which is equal or greater than, we do that. We get the patterns from that. Okay, the patterns are selected from the candidates whose minimum support is either equal or more than that. Okay, those two things you want to know. Next, the scans. How many times it takes? FP growth will only do it twice. Once first, we'll figure out the frequency of it. Okay, must be knowing all these things, right? But this one, once again. Again, sorry. Okay. See, the first scan with regard to the FP growth algorithm will happen right here. See, this is the database that is being given to us. It's an example of a database. The first scan of the database will happen right here to figure out the support count of each and everything. The first scan will happen here. When do you think the next scan will happen? The next scan will happen at the very last stage of it. Okay, when you're trying to figure out the ordered item sets along with your items. You're going to take from here. This is a second scan. After this, do we really go into our original database? What is our original database? The transaction IDs and items. Do we anywhere go after this? No, we don't go. We never see it. Okay, we basically play everything. Whatever we are going to do later part, we are always going to do it under the ordered item set. Okay, under ordered item set only we play everything, all the diagrams, everything. We are going to do it under that only. Okay, see, we are going to do everything under this. Then at the point, what do you do? We just going to do the conditional pattern based on the AB1, ABS, everything is always written again from the diagram here. Okay, the conditional pattern base is written from the diagram, just like what you see here. Okay, diagram. From that, you write conditional pattern base. From this, you figure out the conditional FP tree. Okay, combining A, B with T, ABT. Okay, ABS like that. You figure out the entire aspect of it. Okay, finding the common aspect. This is with regard to finding the common aspect, conditional FP tree. You combine A and B to do that. Okay, then what is the next thing? The next also, you're combining okay, A and T to B and T to. Then combine all the three. A, B, T to A and C to A, S to B, S to. Sorry, not 2, 4, 4. Okay, then what's the next thing? A, B, S. Everything. Okay, and then A and B, 4. Like this. So what is the scan that is going to happen? The scan is going to happen only in two places. The first place is with regard to, where is it? The first place is with regard to this. I am going to scan this entire database. Then I'm going to write this, the frequency. Okay. Then what is my next job? Next job, I will be doing the scanning once again to figure out the ordered item set. So this is only two scans that is going to happen here. Okay, two scans that are going to happen. So based on these things only I'm going to work. Okay, so let's go for one more thing here. Okay, now what is that one more thing? Okay, before we start off look into what are the things that we have, we need to figure out where is that. Yeah, so these are the scans. Be careful, I'm again telling you. Okay, we need to figure out what is known as, first is the disadvantages of Apriori algorithm, and how do you overcome it? You overcome using a FP growth algorithm. How would you overcoming it? Because of a very two reasons. One, you're scanning the database only 2 times, and the other one is there is no candidate generation every time happening. Two things we have to be very careful of. Okay, and then once you do all these things, of course, FP growth algorithm, okay, you need to be able to see there is no algorithm with regard to FP growth. It is steps. Okay, it is all about steps when it comes to FP growth. But when you have an Apriori, there is a very clear, the right from the test book, you scan it and put it there. That Apriori, algorithm needs to be written. It's a very mathematical based algorithm. Okay, you will not get to know it that you know the steps of it. Can you the steps also? Okay, algorithm is also there, steps is also there. You have to make sure that you're not writing steps. Steps is for your understanding. Okay, you are going to write algorithm and then you're going to work. Okay, after this, the entire thing is done, we move into the last part of it. Okay, the last part of it is known as evaluation of Pano association thing. See, before we move into that, we have to sort of see, it's a very theoretically based topic. Before that, we need to see few things there. Okay, first on few things. What is the thing that you learned with regard to association mining? That we are going to learn two examples which we took that became very important. I think the same examples I used to take right from the first class, because we always, I know that always come back to this place. The one example we took was with regard to the market basket analysis problem. Remember, we had something called a beer, okay, that was getting sold along with a dapper. Okay, of course, there were other items also like milk, okay, there was Coke, these sort of items were there. But when you did, association analysis, these two items became very important. They were sort of getting sold together. This is very much cross-sectional, right? They are very much cross-sectional. What's the meaning of, see, you don't have a diaper and a beer coming together, in a normal days, in normal transactions. But when we did the market basket analysis and we figure out, the patterns, we came across these two coming together often. So this is a cross-sectional transaction. What is the meaning of cross-sectional transaction? That you are talking about two things that are generally not common. This will really help retail guys. Okay, really help the retail guys. This is one of the things that you got to keep in mind before we see the patterns evaluation and all. Okay, then probably tomorrow only we'll try to see that. Okay, because there's some sort of the power problem here. Net is somewhat doing here and there. Okay, fine. We are going to see it. Okay, next. The next thing is with regard to, see, this is one example we saw. The next example which we can is a jam. Okay, remember this, the bread butter jam example. The thing that people talk about here is, see, as just bread is not much value to us. Only bread is not value to us. It is going along. Okay, butter is being sold along with bread. then this will become valuable for us. Together, you can easily figure out what are the cross-sectional ways of okay. Then other aspect we came across was which items are coming across the support. The items get sold very often. How did you figure out using your minimum support? Okay, there were certain items that were used to always get sold very often. Okay, and we came across one more thing also. Why I'm writing all these things? These things only will be put in form of PPT. Okay, hopefully you're fine. Sorry, okay, I say there's disturbance with regard to internet today. A call of those guys, okay, the internet providers. The problem is it's not a high-speed internet, okay? It's a internet which has been in our home right from past, I don't know, 6, 7 years. Okay, I don't want to change because those guys are. It's a government company. It's a BSNL company. Okay, BSNL net. I don't want to change because it comes with certain sort of benefits. Okay, I can always go with an ACT. Anyway, we'll see. Hopefully, all this nonsense of Corona, offline, online classes, everything will get stopped soon. We'll be moving into a world which is kind, which is not having any problems and all. Okay, hopefully that will happen. Okay, see, the other things was minimum support. Okay, the next thing that you people need to think of is with regard to minimum confidence. Okay, what is the meaning of confidence levels? Now, with regard to confidence level, is very simple. If there is an item A, okay, if there is an item B, there is item A, there is item B. What is the probability that you even item C will be going along with A and B? Just like I was talking, okay. If there is bread, butter, jam, what is a good probability that people who are buying some other item, maybe biscuits, okay, see, they are buying bread, butter, jam every time. What is the good probability that even biscuits will be going along with these things? That is with regard to all the confidence levels which you think of. So we are trying to figure out what and all are becoming very important when it comes to association mining. The cross-sectional, transactions, the valuability of an item, okay, the minimum support, the minimum confidence that the items are getting sold and all. At the end of it, all these things comes under the aspect of data, in larger case of data, larger aspect of data. Okay, we are going to learn all these things under a larger thing called data. And under data, we are learning mining, data mining. We are looking for important, information. And under that, we are coming across a thing called association mining. We are trying to figure out two things that are almost same, or things that are coming together. Okay, these things become very important. The same old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 6 points close together. Those 6 points will be put together. Okay, they all will be put together in form of a PPT as the last part of our third module called evaluation of association patterns. Third module, last part called association patterns evaluation. Okay. Once I think tomorrow's we are going to complete that. Okay, and then from the Monday's class, we are going to look into the fourth module called classification. There's one question that is very important for your internals. We are going to do that, and probably we'll be doing a little more than that. Okay, classification is very important. Compared to here, there's no mathematical part there, but it will be interesting. Okay, how you are going to classify things and all. We are going to take examples, real life examples and all. There's a lot of examples which you can take classification under, right from your class to our college to the entire world, whatever that's happening. Okay, we'll take some examples. We'll learn two things there. Okay, one, I'm really fascinated, in the recent times with regard to learning a lot related to uh, the science of geography. Okay, when I say science of geography, it's not geography. Okay, things that happen because of a geographical location. Okay, few things which I'm learning nowadays. So we'll take those examples. Okay, we'll take those examples to sort of understand classification. It'll be nice. Okay, it'll be nice. So yeah, fourth module will be right from Monday. Tomorrow we need to complete this. Okay, in form of a PPT. I'm going to put that everything in form of a PPT and we'll be doing it. Okay, you can do it today itself, but again, there's a lot of issues with regard to net today. Okay, fine. In tomorrow's class we'll meet and we'll be talking about all these things. Okay, keep this in mind. Where did we start? We started with here. These are the things that will be there. Okay, any issues that you have could message me, WhatsApp me. Okay, today I think I'll be a little bit what do you call, busy with regard to some guys. Okay, probably from tomorrow we'll be free. Okay, we'll be sort of answering your questions, anything related to these things. Okay, the what do you call that, the assignment part, okay, will be put in two places. One will be the Google Drive notes where I put everything, and also in MS Teams. I'll put those in form of an assignment and I'll be attaching in MS Teams. Probably you'll get to know also. Okay, so make sure that you people are sort of looking into it. Okay, fine. Tomorrow's class will meet and